Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are taking out the Class 70 and taking it back up into the mountains is going to be the plan. So that's a fairly decent trip. So we'll throw some wood in there, get that going. Don't need to run out on the way up the hill, that's for sure. Have to keep an eye on that one. And I suppose we should open the door, which still say opens the wrong way. It does not on the new version in the beta, but we have opted out of the beta for now. Although the new Heisler is now apparently out in the public beta branch, so that's making me think about switching back over to take a look at that one, although I don't know, still haven't decided that I want to go through the headache of re-railing everything, so maybe I'll set up a save to do that with. I'm not exactly sure. Still giving that one some thought, I guess. I'm not too bent up about the beta other than the new Heisler, so I'm kind of hoping that they just kick an update out to the main branch soon. But I have not heard anything definitively there yet, so probably need to stop for this switch up here. Yes, definitely do. I guess we didn't need to slam on the brakes completely, probably, but let's see if we can run ahead of it here and just kind of flop this switch over the ironworks off to our right. Pretty sure that's like the biggest building complex in the game. It's actually two buildings, so it's not just one. As far as individual buildings, I don't know if the smelter might be bigger than these. I'm not exactly sure. But put together, definitely the biggest industry stop in the game. A little view past Eureka. Switch is good. And we are on the way out. I do believe this train, the plan kind of is to take it back to the mountains, which is what it was originally for. Great Northern Railway, it was, we kind of made this one for wood up to the iron mine was the original idea with this one. And then because it just does the 10 flats, or the 10 state cars, we just kind of turned this into our general purpose lumber or iron everywhere. And I think we're going to get this one back up to the mountains where it belongs and assemble a new train for running out here. For the wood, everything out here is nice and flat, so it opens up plenty of options to do like a 10 car flat train for wood. So I think the plan is going to be to set up a new train just for wood out here, and we'll get this one back to doing wood up to the iron mine and then iron out here, because we still do need something pretty hefty to pull the 10 iron cars out of the smelter valley. So that'll be kind of the idea for this one, I think. Not that we can't use it for everything that we need spike cars for, but I guess sometimes I want it over there and sometimes I want it over here, and I'd rather not have to run it in between all the time, because you end up with, you know, just a downtime load, or running empty all the time. And I try not to run around too far when I'm empty, because it just gets to be like a waste of time, I guess. Not that, you know, at the end of the day, it's not like you're in a time rush, so. But the Class 70 is definitely a good choice for up in the mountains. Can pretty much handle pulling anything in and out of there, you know, within reason. I'm not going to say anything, you know, pretty much anything with 10 cars anyway. It even does 10 coal cars out, but it does it so slow that that's why we built the double Heisler, because you need a little more oomph than this for coal coming up a 3% or more grade. Again, that smelter hill, I laid it all at quote-unquote 3%, but we know that varies now with the construction, so we know parts of it are definitely over 3%. So we have to overpower things a little bit there. One day we'll straighten that out, but that hill is one of the longer routes to lay, and because of the grade and everything else, like once we start trying to relay part of it, we're going to have to relay it all, because it's really not going to match up anywhere. So unless we decide to bypass the whole smelter valley altogether, I just haven't really worked out bringing in another a whole another rail there and where we would connect things. So I guess I haven't been in too big a rush to do that. Steaming by the old freight yard there. Though it's not really much of a yard, it's just a freight drop for us. Uh-oh. Yeah, good thing we stopped. Totally kind of forgot about this switch in here. But we are definitely not on the right run. Now we are. Might as well flip this one back. And that one's right. So good to go there. And back on the road. Hit it. Yeah, so having seen the new Heisler, good looking model. Anyway, if you haven't seen it in the beta, it is a good looking new model. Definitely looks a little different, but a good looking train. So I don't know, I mean, I would like to get my hands on it, but I don't know. Just haven't decided there yet. I'm kind of trying to stay away from the beta branch and just kind of stick more with the stable version at this point, because I really did not have much luck with the beta running stable. For those that haven't seen that video of mine, but I just have had kind of enough of the crashes and that stuff that I guess I'm more inclined to wait on the stable mainline version of the game and just kind of go with that. Though it would be nice to see something updated in this one soon, because let's be honest, I think it's been since the winter update, really, since we've had any kind of new update to the main line of the game. So hopefully we get something pushed out in that direction, even if it's just, you know, the cars and the locomotives or something. And the spline update waits, I don't know, you know. Whatever's easier. It's my understanding that the next push is going to be the spline update, so they probably are not going to do that, but at this point, it would have been kind of nice just to see him push something out, even one of the locomotives or something. But such as it is, when we get the new spline updates, I'm sure that'll all be well worth the wait. And it's better that they iron out the bugs and stuff like that before we get it in the main line of the game. So I guess, you know, I don't want to sound impatient about it or anything, but new stuff's always fun, so can't help but hope for it sometime soon. That's just the truth of it. I don't know about everybody else, but I know for me, my favorite stuff in the game is the new locomotives. I mean, they could break out a new loco every day, and I'd be like, you know, yeah. So, can't be too impatient about things. We still have plenty of work to do, plenty of adjustments to make, and, you know, I think patience is a big part of this game anyway. It's just a railroad game to have fun with, so patience pays off. And as long as they keep the game good looking and good to play, it's great. You know, we definitely have a lot more upside to the game, and who knows where it's all going to go at the end of the day. But as long as we keep getting cool stuff, I am totally on board. Oh, what is that? What is that? Well, the only thing that can only be one thing, which would be this here log train back over yonder. It's got to be a car from here. I just wonder how. Okay, because that's uphill. That thing got kicked. All the links are gone. Check that out. Not all the links. There's some of the links. So I don't understand what that. I don't understand that, I guess. Oh, there we go. So that must have happened. Boy, I guess I'm not exactly sure. Where's the tinder? See, my only one thing with that, I mean, this must have been something I missed picking up since the update, probably since I switched back. Anyway, I guess my only problem with these things dumping all over is that if I lose a locomotive or a tender, if you lose a tender, then you basically lost a locomotive, because these things, you know, don't function without each other. Door hatch. I don't want the door. I don't want to I want to re-rail. Hello. There we go. Huh. Alright, brakes on. There's a flat car, but here's the problem. I don't see the tender. Oh, 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 oh. Jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. I think. Tell me you're the tender, just. Yeah, bam. Alright. Are you gonna fit? Or did I not give it enough room? Drop. Boom. Alright. Class, well, I guess we will change up the video a little bit today. What would have been a wood run is turning into a recovery run. So how many cars do we have disconnected? Most of these I could probably reconnect with gravity. Yeah, there's no link in there. Yep, so see that's the I mean, this is a first-hand account of why, you know, the whole switching in between back and forth between the beta is probably not going to happen. So as much as I would like to make a video with the new Heisler, I think that's probably just going to wait until the new one hits the main branch of the game, because I don't know. Finding cars and stuff like that has got to be enough. The only way I would honestly switch back and forth again is if I specifically set up, I would set up all the trains for it. Build a big yard, put them all in it, detach them all a couple of feet away from each other, and that way they can't all spill everywhere. Which I've thought about doing, because it'd be cool just to kind of see everything in one place. See, like, why isn't this rolling down? This is all on a hill. It should be rolling. So not exactly sure what the deal is there. Some of the things are kind of funky right now. I don't know. It seems like you used to not have that. You definitely had to put the brakes on things when you put them back, and that's not the case right now, which is weird, because that car should be rolling. Alright, that one's attached. That one is attached. Lincoln pin. Oh, I wish the cars weren't all turned around anymore. We did not give ourselves enough time to do what we wanted to do. Well, alright, there we go. Oh, and we still have that other car all the way up. I don't know how we're going to get that car. The only way I can get that other car is if I turn around and move that other train out of the way, because I don't think there's any chance it's gonna let me re-rail it on this side. There's no way it's gonna let me re-rail it that far. That's just too far. Okay. I don't want to say it's frustrating, because, like, okay, it's just playing the game, like, and it's normal stuff, so, okay, who cares? But, like, you can't help but feel like you're wasting your time messing around with these cars 100 times when all you did was switch back and forth for the update. So, I mean, the one thing I guess I would stress with that is that, like, they should really try to make sure that the measurements of the train, regardless of who's modeling them, represent the same in the game, so that this doesn't happen to players, to be honest. Because this shouldn't be a player problem. At the end of the day, that is how I guess I feel about it. This should not be a player problem. The players shouldn't be punished for the fact that they decide to change an update or whatever else. So I would like to see them hash out the hash out the updates. I also would like to see them come up with a straight up warning for people, you know, rather than saying, "Hey, check out the beta," without putting a full, you know, warning on there. Hey, this is gonna happen, right? Because people don't necessarily want to deal with this, and not that I mind. I mean, to me, it's about seeing the whole game, so ups and downs of the game. I like to try to catch all that. So for me, okay, cool. But I could see how this would definitely turn somebody off to playing the game. I don't have a hard time believing that at all. Yeah, some people go through great lengths to not derail things, so to have the game do it just because they change the measurement of what's supposed to be the same exact stock is kind of off-putting. I'll say that. I think that's a fair statement. I know from checking out the official Discord, there's been people that are upset about it here and there, which, you know, understandably so. It is a bit of a hassle. And not even a bit of a hassle. I mean, it's a pain. I'm not a big fan of it, so I don't know how much switching back and forth I'll do again, but I'm happy I did switch it just for to see how it all went. And now that I know, I probably know better than to switch back and forth, but just what it is. And I'd have kept the beta version, to be honest. I'd still be running the beta if it was stable. I just, I'm not the only person that would say it crashes a lot. I've had friends I was trying to get into the game, and they turned around and had the beta version, and I mean, they were like, you know, how do you play this game? And I had to honestly, you know, excuse what? And they're like, when it crashes every 5 minutes, how do you play this game? And I have to say, fair enough, because after running the beta, I said the same thing. I mean, there's no way to play it like that. You put too much effort and too much time into doing things in this game to then turn around and have the save wiped out, because it just doesn't auto save. So stability is kind of required to play this game because you just invest too much time. And maybe if you're not, you know, in a time crunch or whatever, I guess maybe it's no big deal. You know, at the end of the day, I don't see what's going on here. This is just all right. Done. Should be done. The thing is, after these updates, you just can't trust any of these links. I don't. I know enough to see that because, you know, I've seen links stretched out to where there's a 3-foot gap in between the cars, and yet they're still linked together, and then the next time you play, they won't be linked together. So, not exactly sure what that whole thing is, and I know at one point we had like breaking links and things like that, but I haven't seen that kind of thing happen for a while. And see, like here, there are cars up there that have no pins and no links in them, and yet, and it's gonna say, oh, because it's on the downhill, except they won't move when I'm not pulling it. So I don't know. It's some funny things sometimes, but you know, I used to say it all the time when I first started playing this game, but then usually it runs smooth enough and good enough that I don't even think about it. But it is still early access, and we know all that. So this is not, you know, perfectly set in stone type of stuff. Can I get back? No, I can't get back here in time to do anything. And then I can't even figure out which cars are not coming apart and which ones are. Okay. Pin. We're good there. I've had enough re-railing cars for a while, I could say that. Okay. Look good, look good, look good. It's just kind of the whole idea of like you go to try to do something and then all of a sudden you're dealing with this, you know? But such as it is. Alright. Brakes off. Oh, why didn't I put a pin? Boo. This train is just too long for its own good. I've always said that, to be honest. I thought it would be such a cool idea to just be able to do one load and drop it. And in that part, it is really cool. But this train has caused more headache than any other on the line, for sure. You know, anytime you get over 10 cars, you just really start multiplying the problems that can happen. Probably end up breaking this one, although I did have an idea of trying to do this with a Heisler and putting a Heisler like in the middle of it, so I don't know, I might try that before I just disband this thing altogether for being too big a pain. And of course we can't see back there, so we're just gonna have to hit something. Alright, that must mean we're... I'm not gonna say that means we're at it, because who knows. Let's go. Oh sure, now you shove that one off. Well, you knew that was inevitably gonna happen. Yay. Which is weird, because this time we set the brake and no, but somehow now it's happening because we hit it oh so hard right there, right? That it had to derail the train. It's, I don't know. I don't know. It might be time to start a new save spot altogether and just try to do some different stuff for fun again. I'm not sure. I was thinking that the train was all picked back up. Everything was picked back up and operating, right? So I was going to turn around and try to open up the server tomorrow and do some filming with the server open. Yeah, sure. Now we're out of... this train has no boiler pressure. Boy. I don't know. Sometimes. This is just a headache. It's just a headache for one car kicking itself way off like that. It's just a headache for undoing an update. I can only plead with the devs that honestly hash out the updates and watch the car sizes, because honestly, this is, you know, players are not going to dig this kind of thing. If everybody's got to constantly re-rail and fix and debug every time that we get an update or switch from an update, you know. And I know, like, just saying, hey, hash out the code, and I know it's early access and all the rest of that stuff, but then caution and warn people blatantly in the, for the update, you know, because they did not do that. I mean, to be honest, you gotta join the update, which is great, so you're like, yeah, I'll join that and check it out, and then you get this, and then when you try to go back, you get it again. And so I guess I would like to see either better communication or, quite frankly, just a better hash out of, you know, those new rolling stock are supposed to represent the same rolling stock, so they should be the same size, you know? You can't just mythically change the size of the train when you know that this is how this stuff's gonna go for people, because I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know how many times I would keep going forward with it. And I've played the game a lot, really liked the game. So, oh, and here, how's it? I mean, whatever. Alright. Links there. But at any rate, so now that I don't know that everything is still straightened out, I'm going to hash through all of that stuff, and I don't know if I'll be opening up the server tomorrow to try to do some multiplayer, but I may be doing that. So if you're a member of the Discord, might be worth keeping an eye out on that for tomorrow if you have an interest in joining the server while it's open. I'll definitely be posting. We'll definitely be posting it in Discord when we do that. The only thing that we'll ask is that, you know, you obviously have access to voice Discord, where we don't have Discord in the game, or sorry, not Discord, but we don't have voice chat in the game, so we will be using Discord. So you gotta have access to Discord and not mind that we will probably be recording the play session. So I'm not sure that we're gonna do it live yet, because I obviously have to work out audio and stuff like that before I get too crazy, because I haven't gotten into a lot of that yet. So but I would like to try to open it up tomorrow afternoon. Was the plan something like tomorrow 2 to 4 or something like in that neighborhood was kind of the plan. Open it up for a couple hours and just see how the how everything works multiplayer on this line, if it's worth continuing to open it up, or if it'd be something about better off with a different layout or something for multiplayer. Because I am not exactly sure. This one I think we could run, you know, multiple trains at a time. And really put it to some use, but I don't really know that, I guess, either. Okay. Flip you. Now we're gonna go and get you, and then we're gonna take a breather. Because yeah, I just don't. I honestly, I've gotten better at re-railing trains and stuff. It's not even that anymore. I just don't like doing it 100 million times. Why? Yeah, the only thing that stopped that is this switch. It's just really weird that they got kicked up the hill. So whatever that load-in process with the, I don't know whether it's the cars or the locomotive that does it, that kicks them back so hard, but obviously you'd have to be standing by them at load-in to actually see how that goes. It's just a pain in the butt, though. The constant back and forth when you have, you know, this many cars is, I don't know, more than I want to deal with. I wouldn't mind if trains were only 5 long or something, but that's not the case. And I suppose I should have just left a big mess and then opened it up for open it up to get help picking everything up, but that just seems like not the way, you know, I don't know. I don't want to have people come do stuff with everything a mess. That seems wrong. So please, to the devs, hash out the size of these locomotives slightly better when you remodel things. And I get the whole remodeling because of the team and stuff like that, but let's try to remodel decent for the players, yeah? Or write some code that automatically cleans this stuff up and re-rails everything auto for the update before you start rolling them out, I guess. It's kind of a better plan, I think, than here dump. And I think it's as important as the code, to be honest, because you could really like frustrate the heck out of some people with this whole thing. Oh, and of course you. Why wouldn't you have rolled away from a train that has the. Oh boy, 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 boy. Here we go. Not to sound naggy, but it does get. I'll be honest, it is slightly starting to frustrate me. I mean, I guess, like I say, it's time playing the game either way, but I'd rather be playing the game, enjoying things that I enjoy in the game, not just. See, what are you doing? You're gonna back up 20 feet until you. And then I'll get back there, and they'll have the brakes on, and if they're moved again, I'm so tempted just to delete cars because this has gotten to be like that. But quite frankly, that's what you spend all your time trying to make money on. So deleting cars is kind of like a ultimate last ditch effort. Alright, brakes off. Yeah, now we gotta run down 20 cars. I mean, not. It's 16. And back and forth 16 cars 70,000 times gets to be not super thrilling. Ah. Get off. What? Okay. That's a new one. Wait, did we have to go backwards or forwards? I think we had to go forward because we need a pin. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I guess my advice to single players is try not to, as tempting as it is to build big super long freight trains, if you're playing solo and intend on playing solo, I would find a happy median somewhere between running big huge trains, which are fun, when it all goes well, and finding something that is manageable, which I generally think is about 10 cars. I'd almost say 12, but by the time you step to 12, you might as well then just do whatever. The difference between 12 and 16 isn't a lot. Alright, brakes off. We're gonna back it up. Hopefully this is the last one that we actually have to pick up. And nothing else. I think the only ones that dumped this last time that I know of are the Class 70s, are the only thing I know of that dumped going back from the beta. I haven't had any other problems. Going to the beta, I know that we dumped anything that had a Heisler or a Class 70 or any of the rolling stock. The only thing that didn't come undone was the boxcars. So It's easier coming out of the beta than it is going into the beta, but still you have problems as you see here. Okay, done. That should be everything. Now let's put you in gear. Whole train's coming with. That's a good sign. Yeah, well, no, that's... You see, I'm pretty sure we changed this train after the update. Maybe not. Maybe not. We might have built this one when it was the update, which is probably why we put it as the Class 70. I gotta be honest, I can't remember now. If it was before or after, I don't want to say, because I can't really remember. Probably it was during the beta Class 70 or the new, incoming Class 70 whenever we get around to getting that one. But alright, well, there is one more cleanup effort done. I think we will now swing the... Ooh, that switch over there is in the wrong direction, so do not bring this thing around the corner hot. Alright, forward, brakes, tally-ho. Switch is good, cars are all still on. Loco is burning. Alright, that should be fine. Oh, check that out. We are ripping right through the water. What's with that? So we all of a sudden have what? Dev speed in the water? I don't think that was quite dev speed, but that was faster than... We don't move that fast. What's with that? Boom. As soon as you get in the water. Check that out. Yeah, so that's kind of funny. Sure looks to me like I'm moving a lot faster in the water, which is, I gotta be honest, a bit awkward. You would think you'd walk a little slower in the water. Alrighty. Shit down. No, what are you doing? That's not the right switch at all. Oh, we'll take that. That pretty much lined up. Bag it up. Just a touch there. Boom. Alright, so we will, I think, call that one an episode. Been long enough. So what was going to be a run up to the mill has now become a cleanup and rescue operation, and we will get back to business as usual on the next one. So I think we'll call that one an episode. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have yourselves a great day. Thank you.